Hey everybody, Chuck here. In this video here, we're going to look at the idea of assessing potential risk events for the likelihood they're going to happen, the severity, what's the chance we miss it, and come up with this number called a risk probability number. So let's share our screen here. Excuse me. We'll jump over to the whiteboard here. And what we're talking about here, we're trying to prioritize all the different risk events that we got going on here. So if we put it in a tabular standpoint, we've got all the risks identified here. And then for each risk that we've identified here, we're looking at the likelihood or the probability that it'll occur. What is the severity that it could be, how severe it could be. So likelihoods typically on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, severity, same way, 10 being the most severe. And then a third one, which I always find intriguing, is the possibility that you and I will miss it on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst. So we've got a risk event, whatever this is here, this first one, likelihood's a 4 out of 10. Severity is going to be a big deal when it happens, but it's only a 1, very low probability that we're going to miss it. So we multiply those across, 4 times 8 times 1, we get 32, and that's the risk probability number. Risk probability, I got enough room to write it, number here. And then we might have another one that's going to be a 8 for the likelihood, really likely. It's not going to be very severe, but higher probability we won't see it coming. So 8 times 2 is 16, multiplied by 6 gives us 96. Higher RPM number, higher priority for you and I. And if you think about that, the worst case would be what? 10, 10, and 10. It's going to happen. It's going to be a big deal when it happens. We ain't going to see it coming. So when we multiply those across, we get 1,000, and that goes to the top of the pile. So it helps us prioritize the potential risks we face. From a why it's important standpoint, we're looking at the idea of how do we prioritize what our work is, and our impact ends up becoming we're working on the ones that have the biggest impact on you and I. And so this helps us prioritize where we should start putting our efforts.